Survey's Toltec Mounds Research Station, and I'm here today to talk about the Plum Bayou Garden that's here at Toltec Mounds Archaeological State Park. The garden is unique in that it's a research garden, and it contains 4 different types of plants. We have plants that belong to the Eastern North American crop complex. These are plants that were domesticated about 3,000 years ago. And then we have some wild edible resources. And we have fiber plants. And then we have our Type X research plants. Type X is a type of grass seed that's been found here at Toltec and at other woodland period sites. The remains that were in the archaeological record were so charred that paleoethnobotanists haven't been able to identify the plant. They just know, so they call it Type X. They know it's a grass seed, but they haven't been able to identify it. So we have a couple of rye growing in the garden. Our Eastern North American crop complex plants include maygrass, little barley, Iva annua or sumpweed, erect knotweed, and sunflowers. And like I said, these are the plants that have been domesticated approximately 3,000 years ago, and they were growing these plants at Toltec when the site was occupied between AD 600 and AD 1000. And then our fiber plants include common milkweed, swamp milkweed, and rattlesnake neckmaster. And they would have used these plants to make ropes or bags. And so what we do here at the research garden is we're trying to see how plants and humans interact and how plants will change when there's human interaction with them. These plants were domesticated when Toltec was occupied, but there's no longer a domesticated plant today. We just have the wild progenitors. So these were all plants that were found either on site or from the U.S. Department of Agriculture's seed bank. And so we're just trying to see how these plants work when we're in their gardening. We don't use any pesticides or anything like that in the garden. We just leave it up to nature. And so one of the things that have been interesting in our garden is that the Iva annua or sumpweed has really changed from its wild population that's still here on the park. The wild population, grows about 5 feet, and our Iva in the garden is about 7 to 8 feet at its highest point. And so we're trying to see what we did to see how this has changed from the plants that are growing wild. And so we've been doing a little bit of research, and hopefully we'll figure out what we've been doing, whether it's that we're thinning out the blood when it gets too crowded, or is it just that it's really happy here in the garden. If you're ever down in